Good evening, I'm Dana Foster and you're watching Live at 5. It is Wednesday, November 10th. It's just 5 o'clock right on the dot. It's currently sitting at 8 degrees. Thanks so much for watching. We're going to take a look into our community news. The Board of Education for School District number 74 met on November 2nd for the regular board meeting. The board discussed how to proceed with the K-12 sector guidelines for vaccine policies from the Ministry of Education received on October 22nd. The board decided to apply a decision-making framework to guide the process. The Board of Education has directed staff to process in a timely manner as the board proceeds. Discussions and decisions may occur in open or closed meetings. However, stated in the board bulletin, the board will provide regular updates on decisions made during the process. The board also approved to proceed with a consultation process for the proceed boundary change to electoral area E. Information regarding these timelines and costs of an extended consultation will be brought back on the board meeting on January 4th, 2022 at the open board meeting. And the province is teaming up with the Canadian Red Cross to provide eligible residents who were affected by the 2021 wildfires with financial assistance to support the interim housing needs during their recovery that started in September. Starting in December 2021, the province will provide eligible households with financial assistance of $1,300 per month while they are supported in the transition to long-term care housing. If you would like more information, you can contact the Canadian Red Cross Services and how to access supports by calling 1-800-863-6582. You can also visit the Red Cross website at www.redcross.ca and go under how to access current emergency responses from the 2021 British Columbia fires. The province, through BC Housing, is working with the City of Kamloops to open 3 new shelters to provide approximately 115 spaces for people experiencing homelessness. Guests at the shelters will have access to daily warm meals, hygiene facilities, referral to health programming if needed, and staff that are available around the clock. The 3 shelters will be opened at the following locations: 245 St. Paul Road, and there'll be approximately 25 beds. That is expected to open in November or December of this year. And 600 Kingston Avenue, there'll be 40 beds, and that's expected to open early 2022. And the location for the shelter is 725 Notre Dame, and there's approximately 50 beds. That is expected to open early 2022. Now, the shelter at 245 St. Paul will be set up as quickly as possible inside the gymnasium of the former Stuart Wood School with the support of Tecumseh Secwepemc. The city has leased the site to BC Housing until March 31st, 2022. Later in the show, we'll be speaking with an award-winning young Indigenous entrepreneur. But first, let's take a look into your weather for, let's check out Linton. Over in Linton, we've got increased cloudiness, a 70% chance of rain showers. And before we get into that weather, this weather is also brought to you by Andre's Tire World in Kamloops. For the best service and the best price at the largest selection in town, go to Andre's Tire World, located at 341 Victoria Street. So now back into our weather. For Linton tonight, increasing cloudiness, a 70% chance of rain showers or wet flurries later this evening, and then overnight becoming cloudy early in the morning with a low of +1. For Thursday, a mix of sun and cloud, becoming cloudy in the afternoon, then rain. You'll see a high of 8 over in Ash Creek area. That's over here tonight. We've got increasing cloudiness, a 60% chance of wet flurries overnight, and a low of +1. On Thursday, a mix of sun and cloud, becoming cloudy in the afternoon, then periods of rain. You're going to see a snow level at 1,300 meters and then a high of 8. Over in Lillooet, tonight, increasing cloudiness, a 60% chance of wet flurries late this evening, and then overnight, a low of 0. A mix of sun and cloud for tomorrow, becoming cloudy in the afternoon. We'll see periods of rain and a high of 6. And in Clinton, tonight, increasing cloudiness, a 40% chance of flurries overnight. You're going to see a wind chill of -10 overnight, and then a low of -10 or low -8. And then on Thursday, wind chill, a mix of sun and cloud in the morning, and then becoming cloudy in the afternoon. You're going to see some rain showers and wet flurries later on tomorrow evening, and then you'll see a high of +2. Let's take a look into our road report for our Gold Country region. On Highway 1, shoulder maintenance is planned between Hat Creek Road and Airport Road, 4 kilometers south of Cache Creek. That starts on Friday, and it's going to happen all the way until Monday, November 15th. There is single lane alternating traffic in effect. There is also speed zone in effect, so make sure that you are slowing down, watching out for personnel, and obeying those traffic signs. On Highway 1 in both directions, there is construction work between Junction Highway 8 and Cornwall Road. That's 9 kilometers south of Cache Creek. To Spence's Bridge, there is single lane alternating traffic. You can expect delays of 5 minutes, and be sure to watch out for signage. On Highway 1, there's electrical maintenance between Hat Creek Road and Cornwall Road, and that's 9 kilometers south of Cache Creek. There's single lane alternating traffic, and then watch out for signage and personnel. On Highway 1, there is electrical maintenance planned between Cornwall Road and Airport Road. That's 9 kilometers south of Cache Creek. That's going to happen on Friday, November 12th, and it's just going to run until Saturday. Until Saturday morning. There is road construction that will be planned. There is single lane alternating traffic. So make sure that you're watching out for signage and obeying the speed limits there, and then also watching out for work personnel. On Highway 1 in both directions, there is shoulder maintenance between Back Valley Road and Wallachine Road for about 20 kilometers. That's 21 kilometers east of Cache Creek, and that is happening on Friday until Wednesday. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So there you go. So that's happening on Highway 1 by Back Valley Road and Wallachine Road for 20 kilometers. So make sure that you're planning for that road construction and road maintenance during that time. And then lastly, on Highway 97, watch out for slippery sections between Merritt and Highland Valley Copper Mine, and that's 40 kilometers south of Ashcroft. If you see anything on the roads to report, you can call us at 237-597-NEWS. And if you want your full road conditions, just go to drivebc.ca. And at just 25 years old, he has been recognized as a young entrepreneur. He's received the Young Entrepreneur Award at the BC Indigenous Business Awards. And we're going to talk to him now. Let's take a look.
And we're now joined with Elijah Maxterling, the owner of Kakuli Cafe in Merritt and soon to be Kamloops. Thank you so much for joining us today, and congratulations on your newest award. How does it feel to be one of the BC, what is it? A BC Indigenous
Business Award
for
Young Entrepreneur. Yeah, no, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And yeah, it's so I received the Young Entrepreneur of the Year through the BC Achievement Foundation's Indigenous Business Award for 2021.
So how does it feel? Are you still reeling from the announcement, or?
I think it's so overwhelming because we just announced my opening of Kakuli Cafe in Kamloops, and so the publicity from that has been, really supportive and again, like overwhelming. and then to receive the announcement of me being named Young Entrepreneur of the Year, it was just like I don't know how much it can handle of like,
Yeah.
hey, congratulations, and it feels amazing. It really does, and it's so humbling, and it just makes me feel so grateful for the people that I have in my life and the staff that I have that support me, and the friends and family that are always here when I need them. So like to me, I'm just so grateful to have the support.
What are some of the challenges that you've overcome to get from where you were to where you are today?
Oh, there's so many challenges. Right from, first of all, being Indigenous, that's an everyday challenge that we face, as you would know. And, it's like, it's sad to think about how in today's society, we still suffer with discrimination based off of our skin color. And I know this very well because I still walk through grocery stores or the mall or like anywhere, and people just stare at me. And sometimes I think, you know what, like you can feel the tension of the discrimination, but you can also feel the curiosity because with the announcement of the residential school findings this year has been so challenging for all of us across Turtle Island. And, a lot of it is just people are curious. People don't know. So
Mhm.
it's so humbling. Um, sorry, go ahead.
What advice would you give to other youth in Indigenous communities about pursuing their own goals?
Oh, I would just say, just go for it.
Hmm.
Being so young, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And there is an amazing support network in the Indigenous entrepreneur world, like myself included. I'm here. If anybody wants to ask me a question about how to get started or what they can do next, or how to deal with HR or finances, like I'm an open book. So just jump right in. You have nothing to lose.
All those things that you just mentioned, you had to learn from scratch, or was it something that you learned throughout the years, or did you just get thrown into it and okay, you have to learn this now?
It was a little bit of both. So I jumped in, but I also took every opportunity and every experience that I had into buying and taking over this business. Like I had some management training at McDonald's and Merritt. I had some catering experiences at the high school. I did some leadership, not classes, but like I took on leadership myself. So I took all of those experiences that I had and I factored it into my everyday life today. So
Mhm. Do
it
you
was like
feel Go
a
ahead.
little bit of both. Sorry.
That's okay. Do you feel like you, as a youth growing up in your community, do you feel like you received a lot of support to pursue your dreams and your goals?
Again, it's a mixed feelings. One
Mm-hmm.
thing that I found challenging in Indigenous communities is that there is either a whole lot of support or there's no support at all. And I
Mm-hmm.
think a lot of it has to do with like colonization. I'm better than you. We have a hierarchical structure. This is my way or the highway, and I think we lost ourselves at one point, and so there's a division in Indigenous communities.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's hard to navigate through it because it's such a touchy subject.
Mm-hmm.
It's much bigger than I am.
With what you've gone through in your life, does it help you be a business owner today?
Oh yeah, I've always preached that being an entrepreneur is more than just being a business owner, but it's a lifestyle. And I'm a vice president for the BC Association of Friendship Centers. I'm a youth advisor for the National Aboriginal Capital Corporation. I'm a youth representative in the local community here in Merritt. And I run a baseball team, and and I run a business, and this is
Mm-hmm.
just my entrepreneurial life. And the best thing I love about it is that I'm in control 100% of the time.
Well, having all those titles must definitely keep you busy. How do you manage it all, and why is it so important for you to have these different roles within your community?
Well, first of all, you just need to have a foundation like in your own life. For me, anyways, and I find what works for me. I find, I create my own schedule. Just like this interview today, it's factored into my schedule, and I have priorities. This interview is going to help me promote my story, and my hopes of that is that it will reach into communities that don't have access to Facebook or newspapers, and so every little bit helps.
So moving it on to what's next, do you know what's next, and do we know when the Kamloops location will be opening up?
No, I do not know what's next. I never know. Like 99% of the time, I never know what's happening next. It's kind of just like I jump at every opportunity and just go with it. And no, we do not know when Kamloops location will be open. I was in Kamloops over the weekend, and my signs were being put up on the building, and it is so exciting because it's becoming more real. And my equipment's starting to arrive now, so it could honestly, like, it could be in the next month.
Oh,
So,
wow.
but there will
Okay.
be a big announcement, and there
Yeah.
will be a very grand opening, and I will make sure of it because that's just who I am.
Yeah. That everybody knows, and we'll be sure to be there to support you. So thank you so much for joining me on Sun Valley News. It's great to talk to you.
Of course, thanks so much for having me.
All right. Well, there you have it. Congratulations, Elijah, with all your success. We can't wait for the Kamloops location of the Kukuli Cafe to open up. What a great recognition for a young man who's doing so many great things for our community. So thank you so much for watching. You've been watching Sun Valley News. That's right. I'm your host, Dana Foster. If you would like to learn more about broadcasting and learn how to have your own show or your own segment, just email me, info@sunvalleynews.ca. We're in the middle of transitioning our channel into a new society. So we are looking for board members who'd like to join us. And as we move forward, we're looking for a location, which will reveal some more information about that and upcoming exciting news that we will be sharing over the next few weeks. So again, if you'd like to get involved with local community television, just give me an email at info at sunvalleynews.ca. And our beautiful set is brought to you by Bubbles Blossom Design. You can go check out her website at www.bubblesblossomdesign.com. And of course, you can also follow them on Facebook. So there you go. And that's our new show for today. We're going to be talking about the new adult education diploma program that Bonaparte First Nation is putting on. We'll have that interview with Dr. Verna Billy Marinabet, and that will be on Friday, so be sure to tune in on that, and we'll also showcase the event that is happening tomorrow at Bonaparte for Remembrance Day. And yes, just a reminder to parents that there is no school tomorrow, as tomorrow is Remembrance Day. And again, we'll be sure to share all the activities happening tomorrow on Friday for Live at 5. Thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful night.